The Black Diamond Pool, located in Yellowstone National Park in the US state of Wyoming, belched a murky mix of mud and hot water that shot into the air. The event was captured on a newly installed webcam. According to the US Geological Survey, the eruption took place at the same site where a hydrothermal explosion occurred in July 2024 that sent debris spewing into the air. Visitors to Biscuit Basin, about 2 miles northeast of Old Faithful Geyser, had to scramble for safety as a hydrothermal vent erupted from Black Diamond Pool. The plume from the blast rose 400-600 feet into the air, visible for miles, and hurled rocks that shattered nearby sidewalks and littered the landscape with debris. The rock ejected by the blast consisted of glacial debris, sandstone, and siltstone, all of which are part of the geologic deposits that make up the immediate subsurface. No rhyolite bedrock was found, indicating that the blast was rooted at a very shallow level, perhaps within 100 feet of the surface. Also among the debris was impermeable silica that may have lined the hot springs that flowed into Black Diamond Pool. Silica is dissolved in most of the water that flows into Yellowstone's hot springs and geysers, and as that water nears the surface and cools, the silica precipitates out as a solid. This layer can coat the conduit and, because it is impermeable, seal off the system. This can cause pressure to build and eventually lead to an explosion. Scientists from several institutions work together to set up temporary monitoring stations around Black Diamond Pool, including trail cameras, seismometers, acoustic sensors, and electromagnetic instruments. The cameras often recorded changes, for example, new rock being ejected from the pool, and the seismometers and acoustic sensors detected several dozen eruptions from the pool. Some of the eruptions were associated with water waves that knocked over seismic nodes, displacing them from their original locations or partially burying them in mud. At least 2 small eruptions, which shot water, mud, and small rocks 20-30 feet into the air, while scientists collected gas samples, were observed by tour groups passing through the area. Biscuit Basin has been closed to the public as Yellowstone National Park assesses the damage and the potential for future hazardous events. On May 14, 2025, scientists at the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory installed a new webcam at Biscuit Basin. The camera is a temporary camera installed on a damaged sidewalk, so the image is slightly tilted due to the slope of the sidewalk itself. However, the view of Black Diamond Pool is clear, and the camera has pan, tilt, and zoom capabilities that allow the frame to be adjusted if activity requires. Because this installation is not intended to be permanent, the camera could fail due to issues with the power or telemetry system. If this happens, we will work to get the camera back online as soon as possible. The camera is intended to operate through at least the summer of 2025, and if necessary can be hardened to survive the winter months. The bandwidth at the site is currently insufficient to support live streaming, but video is recorded on site. If static images document an event, we hope this new view is of interest to the community. And we believe it will provide a new perspective on activity at Black Diamond Pool that will be useful for ongoing assessment of the hazards in the area.